Well, I think it's clear that, from the perspective of Terry McAuliffe, he saw the teachers as an organizing force, and the fact that Randy Weingarten was there was to help get teachers to turn out. So I think that was about the mechanics of politics, John. But the larger issue here, critical race theory, to me, this is just straight out culture wars. I mean, to my mind, last time there was a governor's race in Virginia, it was all about don't take down the Confederate statues. It's a matter of heritage. And then it was about immigrant gangs, Latino illegal immigrant. These are culture war issues. Yes, they work, but they damage and divide the society. And I don't think that Glenn Youngkin can get away from having used a very culturally divisive issue as his lead. It had resonance. People bought into it, but I don't think it's good.
Ari, do you want to weigh in on this? Is this a phony, tripped-up culture war, as former President Obama said it? Or is this a lot of parents who become very concerned, mostly through remote learning, finding out what their kids were actually being taught, being told that rapes didn't exist in high schools, being denied advanced placement courses in ninth grade? I mean, is this a culture war, or is this real concerns?
Why is it that every time Republicans have a righteous, heartfelt sentiment about a social issue, the Democrats dismiss it as culture war? The Democrats just don't see how they look down their noses and speak derisively of those people who intelligently have come to other conclusions. And it's a good conclusion to come to, that when the Democrats and school boards teach that America is an inherently systemically racist country, that we should fight against that. When school boards teach and Democrats preach that the only way to be successful in America is to be dependent on what category you were born into, as opposed to who you are as an individual. And especially when the Democrats define those categories as racial. This is heartfelt by Republicans to preach back in the American sense of individualism and equality. Has nothing to do with war, has nothing to do with culture, has everything to do with intelligent, heartfelt thinking that is winning in the suburbs because the Democrats and the progressives have gone too far.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Good to see you, Juan. Always good to see you. Enjoyed you on Outnumbered Little One.
Thank you both.